Hello everyone. In today's lecture we are going to discuss about energy, right? So in our daily life we hear about this energy, this type of energy, that type of energy. But in physics, in actual science, how do we define energy? So let's see some examples. Suppose I'm throwing one stone to a stationary object. Suppose I keep a can on the surface, okay, and I hit it with a stone. So I throw the stone and it is moving with some velocity and hitting the can, and the can is moving away, or the can flies away when it is hit by the stone, right? So what is happening over here? We are giving some means to the can over here, and the can flies, right? Okay, next example. For example, suppose you raise a hammer, and when you put the hammer, or when you make the hammer fall on the nail goes inside the surface, isn't it? Or suppose you keep a nail on a wooden block and you are raising the hammer, and you release the hammer, and the hammer lands on the nail, head of the nail, and the nail goes inside the wooden block, right? Next example. For example, there is a balloon, okay, inflated balloon, okay, and you press the balloon, you change the shape. As soon as you release the force with which you are applying, okay, on the balloon to change its shape, again the balloon comes into its original shape. So over here, what actually you observed? The observation over here is you gave the ability to the nail, to the can, to the balloon to work, right? So you gave them energy, to do work. For in the case of can, the can was flying, right, after being hit by the stone. So you gave ability to fly, to work, isn't it? You gave the ability to the nail to go inside the wooden block, isn't it? You gave the ability to the balloon to again come back to its original shape. So externally, when you do work, or when you give the ability to an object or a body to perform work, that capacity of a body, okay, the capacity of body through different means in order to perform work is known as energy. So energy is the capacity of a body is the energy to do work, okay. So in the different examples which we saw, we gave them the capacity, or we gave them the ability to do the work. And when we say we give them the capacity, we give them the ability to do work, means we provide them energy through different means in order to perform the work, okay. I hope you got that. So energy basically is nothing but the capacity of a body, in order to perform work, okay. Now, as we have already seen in the previous lectures, work is nothing but product of force and displacement. That is, the body will be in motion, the body will be moving from one point to another, right, when we do external. But this work will be done internally, that is by the body, in order to move, because it has the capacity, and that is nothing but energy. I hope you got that, right? So capacity of a body in order to perform work is nothing but energy, right? So energy is same as work, that is energy, whatever amount of energy or the capacity the body has, it will be equal to work done by the body, by the body. I hope you got that, right? So work done by the body is equals to energy possessed by the body, okay. Energy possessed by the body equals to work done by the body. So you can't say that energy won't be equal to work done, okay. In some cases where some energy gets wasted, okay, and the work done is lesser. But if you consider overall work done, that would be equal to energy of the body, or energy possessed by the body. I hope that is clear to you. So same as energy, same as work, energy also has SI unit of energy. SI unit of energy is joule or Newton meter, same as work done, okay. And SI unit, energy energy is a scalar quantity, is a scalar quantity, okay, is a scalar quantity. Energy is a scalar quantity, okay. Now, energy is a scalar quantity because work done is a scalar quantity. SI unit of energy is joule or Newton meter, as same as work done, right. So there are different forms of energy, okay. Now let's see different forms of energy which we are informed about, okay, or which we have experienced or which we have seen in our daily life. So here, as you can see, the different forms of energy, that is nuclear energy from fission and fusion, which we find out in sun, okay. The source of sun's energy is nuclear energy, that is fission and fusion. Thermal energy, with the help of which we cook our food, right. And electrical energy, that is using battery, okay, we light up the different devices, that is bulb, tube light and all. And bomb, that is chemical energy. Chemical energy is converted into heat energy, okay. Magnetic energy, using magnetic energy we make the bodies move from one place to another, which you will see in higher classes. And as you can see the cross and bow over here, using the crossbow, so when you pull it back, that has potential energy, and when you release it, that potential energy gets converted into kinetic energy, okay. Same as the previous one which you have seen, the nucleus energy, I mean nuclear energy. Over there, fusion and fusion, because of that the nuclear energy which we get, that energy is in the form of heat energy, or the nuclear energy gets converted into heat energy, right. So, and in the case of electrical energy, that electrical energy is getting converted into light energy, as you can see through the tube light or bulb. With the help of them we can see the objects, so that is light energy. And in case of dynamite or the bomb, the chemical energy gets converted into heat, magnetic energy gets converted into potential energy or kinetic energy, different forms of energy, okay. So that was all about our energy. I hope you understood, and now in the coming lectures we will discuss about the types of energy which is required at this particular level. I hope you understood. Thank you.